Well, that was a trauma. It took me 3 goes at trying to get on tonight. So I don't know what's going on. Let me make me coffee and calm down. Oh, dearie me. It just kept telling me something went wrong, try again. And I kept trying again. Oh, dearie me. I need this coffee now. Oh. No, I'm not doing fantastic, Esther. It took me 3 times to get on live tonight. So I'm a bit fraught. 3 goes. I'm not surprised you struggled to find me, Val. I struggled to get on. 3 times it just kept saying unable to connect you. Then it said something went wrong, try again. And I did try again and typing, try again. Oh, as I say, it's not my fault I'm late. It's blooming YouTube not letting me on. Right, take a deep breath, Jan, and calm down. We will all. Ooh. Hi, Goth Girl. Hi, Morty Vicar. Hi, Val. Hi, Linda. Hi, Esther. Let's just calm down, shall we? Yeah, it just kept telling me I couldn't upload. Something went wrong. Try again. Something went wrong. Try again. And I kept trying again. It's not just a question of trying to come on. You have to type everything all over again. Go through the whole of the thing all over again, which takes you about 5 minutes each time. Oh, I don't know what went wrong with YouTube, but something went wrong with YouTube. Oh. I know. I thought if it goes wrong again, it's going to be a sign, isn't it, you know? Well, I'm not doing a granny square, even though it's National Granny Square in Public Day today. Oh, gosh. Now I can't get comfy. And if you hear me grunting, I'm having a bad back day, so that's not helping either. So, smile, put on your happy face, and let's begin. Yeah. Oh, dear. I'm looking if my lights have come on yet, my fairy lights. My friends came today and put my fairy lights up for me. So I'm just looking if they've got come on yet. Yeah, I'm here now. I might be here physically, but whether I'm here, I'm not here yet. Yeah. I just finished another shawl. I'm on a virus shawl kick at the moment. Yeah, another virus shawl. I ran out at the very bottom, so I had to put a different colour right at the very bottom, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It wants blocking. Yeah, wants blocking. I've put a load of things on eBay. So if you know anybody who wants garments, please have a look at me eBay. So guess what I'm doing? Guess what I've started? Yeah, another one. Oh boy, I can do these in my sleep. It's really nice this year. I think I showed you this bit before, but I put it on one side because I started that other one. It's really nice yarn. It's very, very soft. It came in a little, a friend sent it to me. She sent it me in a little pouch. It's called Yarn Smith's Pebble Haze Print Double Knit. And it's cotton and, oh God, my eyes have gone now, amongst other things. The brain's gone, the head's gone, the eyes have gone. 67% cotton, 33% acrylic. Knits to most double knit patterns, and it is really, 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 really soft. To say it's cotton, it's so soft. You only went to the corner. I haven't been out. Well, I tell a lie. I have been out. I've been into the backyard because my friend came and we employed her husband for free, of course. And he very, very kindly put my fairy lights broke. So he very, very kindly put the fairy lights up for me. And he's also put me up these two like mandala things. They're like a round thing. And when they come on, they go like a like a mandala on the back fence. So hoping that they work, because I've had them ages but not been able to test them. And I got a new hose pipe. If you knew my drama with the hose pipe, I was doing the garden, the backyard, doing the flowers, boom. It sprung a leak and it shot water. I was absolutely drenched. So I don't know whether this baby seagull had pecked a hole in the hose pipe or what had happened, but I've had to buy a new hose pipe. You know, all these things are sent to try me just when I haven't, got, Well, these, I use my quite a large hook, Goth Girl, 550 or a 6mm. So roughly between 200 and 300 grams, depending how thick it is. This one, it's quite chunky actually. It was an ice yarn. It said it was just a cake, but it was quite chunky. I did this on 6mm hook, and it took 2 balls. I think there was 160 grams on each one, I think, on that one. This one was 2 cakes, again of ice yarn, this one. This one took 2 150-gram balls, cakes, that one took. This one is Lion Brand. It's very fine, this one. Lion Brand shawl in a ball. And this one took one skein of shawl in the ball. I think there's about 160 meters on it, or 160 something. No, it's got more than that, 160 grams, yeah. But this one's a very fine, lacy one. Oh, shush, phone. You like me glasses? Yeah, £1.50, I think they were. Take a letter, Miss Smith. Oh, who's sending me messages? Oh, gosh. Oh, here's my friend, Hippie. She's called Hippie Boho Knitting. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble with this for playing music. I'll have to read her message later. Oh. Yeah, she's called Hippie Boho Knitting. She comes from Manchester, which is why I sort of started chatting to her, because I thought, somebody else who's a bit hippie-ish comes from Manchester. I'm into this, yeah. So I got friendly with her, yeah. Hi, Nathan. Yeah, it depends. Sort of a virus shows how big you make it, really, isn't it? If you do it on a small hook, then obviously it will take more yarn. But I prefer mine to be open, rather than thick and condensed. Hi, Shad. I wondered where you've been. Yeah, we've all been missing you. Yeah. My necklace is green today to match my frock. Yeah, Trev came on the other day and was asking about you. And then your friend Tricia was asking about you. So I hope you're all back together again now, Shad, and you're doing all right, yeah? Yeah, you have been missed. You have been missed. Yeah. See, we don't know what happens when you don't come on. We don't know whether you've gone fishing or anything, yeah? So you're back with your dicky ticker. Keep going, keep going. Oh, you love the fine lacy shawl. Yeah, it's nice. I've actually got another one ball. So there'll be two that'll be exactly the same. But we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. Now, I've been listing garments on eBay. They're all really reasonably priced because I'm just, yeah, I'll get penalised for music if they pull me up for it. YouTube doesn't like music, no matter how short and sweet it is. They go mad if they have a sniff of a bit of music. It's like, copyright, copyright. They go mad. I mean, one lady who does YouTube, she's a bit deaf, so she didn't hear the music in next door's garden. And they penalised for it. They stopped the monetisation on the video, yeah. Yeah, we missed you, Nathan, last week. Did you go out for your birthday? Yeah. See, we miss people when we're not there. The geese you can dress up for outfits. No, I haven't. I haven't got a front porch, sadly. I live in the UK in a tatty bungalow, so I don't have a porch. We've got a Porsche next door, but not a porch. Right. And how is everybody else? Well, we've heard how Shad is. We don't know whether Nathan went out for his birthday or not because he hasn't answered us yet. We've not got Chris on yet. Everybody else is present and correct. Yeah. I've got my new dress on. I'm not keen on green. It gives me a funny cast, as my mother would say. Makes you look peely-wally. You went to the cinema. What did you go and see? It's been years since I went to the cinema. I think the last time I went to the cinema, it was The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So that's showing how old it was. And then you had a bite to eat. So what did you see? Not that I'll probably know what you went to see, but, you know. I'm not au fait with all the latest films, I'm afraid. I'd probably be better with something like Paw Patrol, you know. It was your anniversary as well. It would have been my anniversary on the 10th. 58 years it would have been if I'd have still been with him. I think. 1968, I think, yeah. I think it's 58 years, yeah. You've been teaching her how to knit? I was going to try to teach one of the ladies at our knit club to crochet, but she's a lefty and I don't know how to do that. Is he still alive? Who? Paw Patrol? Oh, my ex? No, yeah, he's still alive, yeah, yeah. I just divorced him years and years and years ago. So it would have been 58 years if I'd still been with him. No, I've been divorced longer than I was married, so I call that a success, don't you? A good way of counting. Oh, you went to see the new Spider-Man movie? I'm surprised how tiny he is. He's so small, isn't he? Either that or his wife's very tall. Oh, thank you, Shad, to remind everybody. Press the like button, everybody. Thumbs in the air. Like you really care. I've not seen him for years, no. I used to see him occasionally when I lived with my son because he used to come and visit my son. So, but no, I haven't seen him since I moved. I mean, we're not daggers drawn or anything. We're just not bothered about each other, really. We've been so long divorced that it's like another time, if you know what I mean. I've kind of like, that's all behind me now. It's like someone you once knew, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't hate him. It's just that it's just over. Yeah. It was your birthday on Friday and your anniversary on Saturday. Woo! So you met him almost on your birthday then. Hi, Ethan. Hi, everybody. So has anybody been crocheting granny squares in public? I haven't. I haven't even been doing granny squares. I was crocheting a virus shawl in the backyard. Does that count? And chatting to my friend while her husband put my fairy lights up. I can't see any fairy lights yet. That's very disappointing. I've got the back door open just so I can have a look. Let me have another, I'll have a quick peek. Oh, no, he's still with his second. I don't think it's his wife. I don't think he married her. To be truthful, I really don't know. We don't, like I said, we don't have that kind of relationship. Let me look if anything's come on yet. Oh. No, my fairy lights have not come on. And my little... Oh, something's happening with me. My mandalas. Oh, yeah, my mandalas are starting to come alive a bit. But they're not doing much. We're only doing a little dinner plate size. They're supposed to be huge. But my fairy lights haven't come on at all. I can beat you with that, Shad. I'm 80. So I can beat you. Oh, you met him on the 8th? Or you were chatting before that? Right, yeah. Trevor came on last week, was asking about you and asking about Shad as well. Well, hello, Shad. Hello, hello. The gang's all here tonight, aren't they? I haven't got Dotty Dolly yet asking me to put my hands down, yeah. You've been sketching in public, yeah. I haven't been doing anything in public. Unless you count my friends as being public. Because I was crocheting in front of my friend. Does she count, yeah? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, most of my friends at Knit Club, well, the one that I can get to, I can't go to the other one at the moment because of the tram situation. I haven't been to the library for weeks and weeks. There was a big fire in the middle of Fleetwood and it destroyed a building and they won't let the trams go past this building. It's got the scaffolding up now, I believe, but it's in a dangerous state, so they won't let the trams go by in case the rattling of the trams disturbs any bricks and everything and it falls on somebody. So I just don't know quite how long I'm going to be with not going to the library. You've watched 3 fire engines. I've got a friend who's absolutely potty about fire engines and firemen. I mean, not in a sort of groupie kind of way. She's happily married. She just likes firemen. So she's seen a load of fire engines and fires as well today. Linda's the only one who's been crocheting granny squares. Yeah, it probably is. You're right, Linda. It's probably Val. It's probably charging its batteries. Yeah. Maybe I'll get them tomorrow. I can see it glowing, and it's sort of about that wide. It's supposed to come out really big, yeah. Hiya, Helen. Well, I had a bit of a struggle trying to get on eBay. On eBay? Janet, get a grip. On YouTube today. It just wouldn't let me on, so I was quite late coming on. It just kept saying, something has gone wrong, try again. Yeah. Did you get that warning on your phone, anybody in the UK? It frightened the living daylights out of me. I was cooking my tea last night. And I'm like, what's that noise? What's that funny noise? And it was a warning about fires, yeah. I thought something had gone wrong with my phone. I've never heard that kind of noise coming from my phone before. Oh, gosh. Well, my new medication's not working on my back. I need to get a grip of my doctor, which is not an easy thing to do, but I need to get a grip of him and tell him it's not working. Hopefully I've not got to wait another 2.5 months before I get an appointment. Yeah, your partner got one, yeah. My other friend, Zoe in London, she didn't get one. Yeah. No, I could hear this noise. I was cooking in the kitchen here and I could hear this noise. I thought, what's going on with my phone? At first I thought it was on the telly because I'd left the telly on. And then I thought, no, it's not. It's on my phone. You've been doing granny stitch, yeah. Well, Eric thought it was on the telly as well, yeah. Well, it was so without warning. I mean, usually they say you might get a warning or you might get a weather warning or something. I mean, I didn't get the weather warning when other people did. I mean, I got that test thing years back, a couple of years back. They were doing a test thing, weren't they? And they said, but they warned us then it was going to happen, didn't they? Oh, you turned the setting off. I wasn't expecting it to happen, you know, I didn't know. But I'm not near any, well, touching wood, I'm not near any woodland. I don't even have a tree. I have a baby tree with 3 apples on it. Because my friend said, oh, you got apples on your tree. They're only little, you know, little apples, but I've got apples, yeah. No, the government, they usually warn you it's going to happen, don't they? Well, you didn't get one, but Eric did. Well, one between the two of you is not bad, yeah. I know it's so dry, isn't it? It's like an early warning alarm thing. We've had a lot of fires over here because it's been so dry and woodland, and I mean some of it is accidental, but some of it is some stupid people thinking it's hilarious to set fire to something. Well, it's those portable ones, isn't it? They're saying they should stop selling them. I mean, which probably is a good idea, they stop selling them because people don't put them out properly. They go out and have a picnic in, you know, the woods or something, and they don't put them out properly. Oh, yeah, people who are domestic, yeah. Or men who are cheating, who have a secret phone. You know, they've got hidden away somewhere. I bet it was noisy in a drug dealer's house. You know, the ones who have about 6 or 7 different phones, yeah. Can you imagine? The ones who have all the phones in the pockets and everything, a phone for this, phone for that. It'll be all going off at once, won't they? Well, people shouldn't have secret phones, should they? I can understand domestic violence, yeah, but I'm talking about other people who have secret phones. You know, so the wife or the husband doesn't know about it, yeah. Bit tricky, that one. Mainly when I was married, we didn't have mobile phones, so that wasn't an issue. Oh, you're in New Jersey. No, we've got dry over here. It's so dry that there's fires and something, yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree with that bit, Nathan. I'm just making a joke if it's a drug dealer that they have about 7 phones. Do-do-do-do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah, hopefully somebody would warn them. But I mean, I didn't know it was going to happen. There was no warning. There was nobody saying, oh, we will be getting an alert. It just happened. No, my fairy lights have not come on. Yeah, they maybe have to charge up. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. He only put them up this afternoon. Oh, the first time. No, we did get a warning the first time. Said they were going to happen on the first time. They said they were going to do a test, didn't they? And they told everybody then. But this one came out of the blue, this one. No, well, yeah, it don't bother me. It just was a bit scary when it happened. No, I was busy cooking when it happened with me. I thought, what on earth is that? If I'd have been sitting next to it, it would have been louder, wouldn't it? But I was actually in the other room cooking. So it didn't bother me that much. It was just a bit alarming. As what the heck's that? What is that? Oh, you turned yours off, have you? Yeah, well, I didn't know it was coming, so. My smoke alarm started off again on its own today. Wasn't even cooking and there was nothing going on. And it just suddenly started. I thought, what on earth is wrong with you? I checked round, there was no smoke or anything. I don't know why it was going off. It used to go off, my smoke alarm, when I was having a shower. I mean, I don't have a shower that hot. So I don't know why it went off today. I'd had a shower ages before. And it wasn't the kettle or anything. I had the one in the kitchen to count because it drove me mad every time I made bacon. And it wasn't like I burnt the bacon. Yeah, the one in the hall goes off when I have a shower sometimes. I think it's a steam alarm, not a fire alarm. I mean, when I lived at my other house, it never went off at all. But this one goes off at the... I can turn mine off by bashing it with the brush. I bop it one with the brush. The one in here I took out because it was attached to the light fitting, and I had a new light fitting. So we shall see. I know you've got to have one. I've got one in the hall. I'm in a bungalow. It's not like I need one upstairs, downstairs, or anything. But when the fire brigade put mine in Prestwich, they didn't put one in the kitchen. They said they trigger off too much if you put them in the kitchen. You know, with the steam and when you're cooking. But this one was right above the cooker, this one in here. So every time I did baking, it started screaming at me. And I'm like, okay, I haven't burnt anything. Stop it. So I was there bashing it with the brush. I know you're not supposed to do that, but but I did. Well, I used to have two, one in the kitchen and one in the hall. So I've just got one in the hall now. I figure that covers everything. It'll cover the kitchen. I don't want any more. I've got one of those what's it alarms as well. You know, the ones for if your gas is leaking. Carbon monoxide thing. I've got one of them. Three electric and two fire angels. Oh, angels. Angles? Just trying to work out what's a fire angel. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I had the carbon monoxide one put in because I kept thinking I could smell gas, but it must have been in my imagination because it's never gone off. So I presume me smelling gas. Oh, expensive smoke alarms, yeah. No, we've got to have them, but they're a nuisance when they keep going off when you know, for no reason. You know, trying to have a shower and it's going. I don't have a long shower and I don't have a hot shower. Yeah. No, I only have smoke coming out my ears. And I'm trying to deal with authority. I was trying to get through to social services the other day. It was all day of a job before I finally got hold of somebody. Please stay on the line. We know you are waiting. Your call is important to us. So the first time I waited 3/4 of an hour, I thought, I'm not doing this. So I put it down and tried again. Anyway, I did get through on the third attempt. Trying to get through to government. Do you know you can do all this online? Yes, I do know, but I want to talk to somebody. Thank you very much. Because I've tried doing it online and they don't ask me the right questions. Fire angel. Yeah, she's got an angel flying by with smoke behind it. Well, I haven't took my painkillers, so I probably won't nod off, even though I've got a pains. I have this unfortunate habit, you see, of nodding off about 11 o'clock. Oh dear. So I didn't take my painkillers. Even though my back is going. So what are you all making? As you can tell, I'm making another virus shawl. I put about a quarter of me crocheting on eBay. Nobody's interested so far. I've had about 2 views on things. I'd like to know where they put these virus shells and sell them for £65. Somebody asked on one of the forums, what do you think is a fair price for a virus shawl? And somebody said 65. Somebody else said, oh, it's more like 100. And I'm thinking, where do you sell them, mate? Because I'm going to sell mine there. In a tin of washcloth. Linda's doing a granny square blanket. I don't mind doing the granny squares. It's all the darning in, isn't it? No, they're bidding. I'm not doing a buy it now. Because they start arguing with me. Will you accept £2? No. It says the price there. No, I will not accept £2. Apparently Vinted's the worst for that. My friend had some trainers on there for 30 quid. They were £100 and odd pound trainers. She had them on for 30 quid. Will you accept £10? Like, no. The cheeky on Vinted. I've never found anything I want on Vinted yet. Everybody says, oh yeah, there's loads of stuff on there. There never is when I'm looking. Unless it's just not what I'm looking for something that doesn't exist on there. 2, 4, 6, 8. I follow a girl called Yarn and Glitter, and she even gets hand-dyed yarn on Vinted. I don't know where she gets that from because I've never seen any. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, I'm hoping that might offer more than what I've put for Nathan, because I put my prices quite lowish. It tickles me. You're putting something up and it's like a handmade cardigan. And eBay's suggestion is £3.65. Start your bidding at £3.65. I'm like, on your bicycle. I paid more than that for one ball of wool. You must be joking. Or when I put something else on, it said, if you start your bidding off at 99p, you're going to get more bids. I thought, no, I'll just get the one bid at 99p. That's all I'll ever get. They don't care because, more sales, the better for them. So they don't care if you only get 99p. But it's amazing how many people have left Etsy. It's a wonder they've got anybody left on there. Nearly everybody I know in the crafting thing has left it. They must notice they've lost people. Maybe they've still got enough to keep them happy. think Etsy lost it when they started selling kind of not handmade stuff. You know, they started selling all the stuff from China and that. I think they lost the plot then. I can't do amigurumi. I can't do faces. Anything with a face. I can't do anything. We've got some friends at Knit Club who do lovely animals, yeah. But I mean, we can't sell them over here, so you just make them for yourself. There's so many rules and regulations over here about the kind of stuffing and the kind of wool and what have you got. I mean, people do sell them, but you risk being pulled up, yeah. From eBay or Etsy. I mean, some of them are all right. I mean, it's not buying stuff I object to on Etsy, it's selling things because they take so much commission off you. I've worked too hard making my things for them to take the commission. If anybody makes a profit, it's got to be me and not them. They've got greedy, like everybody else in this world. Then they wonder why everybody's closing down. La 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 la. No, I think I'm definitely going to have to wait till tomorrow for my fairy lights. My friend's coming back next week anyway, so if they don't start working, I'll ask him to twiddle with them. My friend's son nearly killed us all with my incinerator. He piled a load of cardboard in it, and God, the fumes were terrible. It was like blasting into the house. You're supposed to do a little bit at a time, not fill it to the brim and set fire to it. I hope I'm not encouraging a pyromaniac. As long as you don't mind doing it, goth girl, yeah. If I ever get asked to make anything, it's always a thank you very much job, yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, they want something in black, which is really hard to crochet. You finish up with plaited eyeballs when you crochet in black. I do make black for myself, but you know, it's a labour of love, really, isn't it? I don't willingly make black for anybody else. I mean, I know it goes with a lot of things, but This is very faintly coloured. You can't even see it, can you? It's sort of going slightly from blue to green, but it's so faint you can't see it. I can see it here, but you know, it's not showing up on the screen. I'm hoping 2 balls should do it. It looks like it's going to go quite a far way. Well, I'll go as far as I can with 2 balls. I've actually got some more wool, but it looks quite good in the electric light. She sent me that as well, which is Pebble Haze Yarn Smith, but it's a different colour. But funnily enough, it looks quite good in electric light together. But when you get it in daylight, it's completely, one's blue and one's green. So I'm hoping I don't have to use any of this one. It's a nice colour, that's Pebble Haze. They don't have colour numbers on, colour names on. They just have shades. But I don't know if you use Yarn Smiths. It's one of Wool Warehouse's own brands, but it's very nice to work with. A lady that I watch has been using their merino, Yarn Smith's merino, and she said it's really nice to work with. Of course, I can't wear wool, so you're going to do it your style. Yeah. I do things my style as well. Two. I think I've only got 19 now. I should have 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4. Oh, stop it, Janet, stop it. It's only 10 o'clock. You've got till 11 o'clock before you can yarn. Yeah, I don't know why I don't like green. I don't look so bad because I've got makeup on, but I look so pasty when I don't have any makeup on. I look like I was green face, green dress. I just got so fed up of always having purple, so I thought, oh, green's nice. But it's not as bright. I mean, I thought it was going to be the same colour as the lace on the edging, which is a nice bright green. But this is quite a dull green. It's got other colours in it as well. I think it's too dull, around my face. It's not one of my favourites. Yeah, I did a bit of hoovering, but my back's not clever this week. I've got a shark as well, shark hoover, but the weight's all in the handle. I don't know whether you've all got one. I really can't push that. I'd rather push the heavy one, the real big old-fashioned heavy one. I'd rather push that than push the shark thing. I don't think they think about people who've got issues. Two hours. Yeah, I've got 2 hours to go before I fall asleep. It's funny, I can be on here and I can be yawning. And then sometimes I'll say, I've got to go, and fall asleep. Then I get in bed and then I'm wide awake. I don't know whether it happens to anybody else. I'm like that when I'm on here. I'm nodding and nodding. And I get in bed and my eyes are like, hello. You thought you were sleepy? Well, you're not. And all the thoughts of the day come in front of you, don't they? And you start overthinking them. You should have done this. You should have said that. You should have. And I'm like, oh, switch off, brain. Switch off, brain. Let's just concentrate on going to sleep. And there you go. Didn't do that. Didn't do this. My brain takes ages to switch off. I don't know whether anybody else is the same. It's very, very rare I get into bed and go, thoof, even though I can be really, really tired. I can go and sit in the chair and go, thoof. But when I get in bed, no, I'm wide awake. I fell asleep in the chair again last night and missed half of my programme. I was happily watching it, happily crocheting, woke up. Programme had gone off, crocheting was on the floor. I thought, oh, here we go, falling asleep again. I was humming a New World Humperdinck. Oh, Humperdinck. What was he called, especially? Can't think of his first name now. I'm sure somebody will tell me. He was called something boring like Jerry Dorsey, wasn't he? That's it, Engelbert. Engelbert Humperdinck. That's not his real name, obviously. Imagine calling your child Engelbert Humperdinck. He would have been teased at school if that was his real name. Hi, Eng. Come over here. I suppose he would have been called Bert, wouldn't he? Come here, Bert Humperdinck. I know some people don't think when they give the kids names. I mean, that's not his real name, so that's not a problem. But I was at school with a little boy called Alfred Hart. Now say that together, because of course they shortened it to Alf, yeah? Poor soul. Obviously didn't think that one through, did they? Poor little kid. He was a skinny little kid with national health glasses. Poor soul. Didn't have a lot going for him, did he? And his sister was called Gladys. Gladys Hart. And she wore little national health glasses as well. Poor little things. You often wonder whether they turned out to be handsome and gorgeous when they grew up, yeah. Sadly, they were, typical little poverty kids, underweight, undernourished. Puff of wind would blow them over. Yeah. There were some poor little children used to come, because a lot of the kids when I was at the infant school, they came from what we call the scattered homes. It was a bit like an orphanage, really. It was from children from the war. Oh, you won a fiver on Thunderball. My God. It cost you £2.50 for your ticket, didn't it? Oh, dear. I haven't won anything on. I haven't even won a lucky dip. Oh, they were poor little souls. You always knew they were from the scattered homes because they always wore little boots, like lace-up boots. Like that programme, Annie. And the little girls always had like a pinafore dress on, you know, just like the old-fashioned, like a little slip thing that went over the clothes. You could tell they came from the scattered homes just by looking at them. All dressed alike, yeah. I suppose some of them were like illegitimate births from the war, or some people had lost their parents during the war. I don't know where they were from. But there they all were, little scattered homes, it was called. They all looked like, you know, they should have been like Oliver Twist, like, you know, please can I have some more, sir? They didn't look as though they were well fed or anything. My mother used to threaten me with that when I were naughty. I'll put you in the scattered homes. Why she thought that was a threat, I don't know. That's where I'll take you. It's just up the road. If you keep being naughty, that's where you're going. So for quite a while, I just thought all the kids that went in there were naughty. It was only ages afterwards when I worked out that they hadn't got parents. Or if they did, you know, parents who couldn't look after them. It was kind of the equivalent of a workhouse for children, really. Because they all had their chores to do, apparently. They had to clean their own boots and, you know, mop the floor and stuff like that. So it was a bit like a workhouse for kids, really. Obviously closed down many, many years ago. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I can do this in my sleep. I don't even need a pattern anymore now. I keep thinking I'll do another pattern. I'm getting fed up with this one now. But when you can do this without thinking about it, you know, it's just dead easy to keep doing another one. I mean, it is a pretty pattern. Every time I think about doing another pattern, I sort of automatically start doing this one. If I start doing another one, and I might have to start thinking about it, you see. Whereas this one I can do when I'm at knit club or when I'm talking to you or when I'm watching the telly, I can do this one. If I start doing another one, I might have to start looking what I'm doing. I've got books and books of shawl patterns, and yet I still come back to this one. I look at the pattern and it's got like about 94 rows. I think, nah. And the granny stitch square shawls just look so boring, really, unless you've got a really nice yarn. I mean, I've done them. Don't get me wrong, I've done them, but I've got loads and loads of bits. I need to do another of those. You know, the big granny stitch ones that I do. They're not a triangle. They're just like a great big long one. But they wrap around really well. I've got one myself. Well, your next creative spark is here. 5 easy crochet baby cardigans. Pastel hexagon cardigan. How bland is that? No, thank you. Can't think of anything worse. I had a pale pink dress on the other day. I went to knit club. They're all going, that's not you. You in pale pink. I said, well, I bought it to go to a wedding. I mean, I've had the thing about 15 years, but I decided to put a big load of lace at the bottom. So now I'll wear it. Because before it was a bit short. It just came to the knee. I don't like... This dress is too short, actually, the one I've got on. It's got like a hanky hem, so it's not so obvious it goes up and down the hem. But it's still a bit too short. In the winter, I'll wear it with a bigger underskirt. I've got a green skirt that's nearly this colour. I'll put that underneath and use it for an underskirt. An extra layer. I'm all for layering. 2 fours. Got loads and loads of layers on. It's lovely and warm. Rather than just wear one big thick thing. That's what our relations used to do in the older days when they got stitched into their Liberty bodices. Gosh, I used to hate that Liberty bodice with the rubber buttons. Oh. No, they don't exist now. They were like a camisole. They were like fleece. They had buttons down the front. You had to wear them over your vest when you were... Man, it was a lot colder back then. There was no central heating. And you say, I'm too hot with my Liberty bodice and I don't want it. My mother was quite old-fashioned. So I don't think my brother ever wore a Liberty bodice. Just me. And she used to make me wear wool vests, and I'm allergic to wool. I just scratch and twitch. And she used to say, will you sit still? Because I'd be like that. Oh, you got sent by to dance. Sit still. I'm like, oh, it's itching me. My dad can't wear wool. Well, couldn't wear wool. So he used to stick up for me. He said, it's the vessel, you see. He said, get her a cotton one. She can't wear that woolly one. It's winter. She's wearing a woolly one. Oh, she made me wear woolly socks as well. I used to scratch my legs raw because I'm allergic to wool. I can wear wool on my feet, but only if I turn the socks inside out. Did you have to wear a Liberty bodice as well? Instruments of torture they were. Well, at least we didn't have the red flannel petticoats like my mum had to wear. We'd stopped doing the red flannel petticoats when I grew up. Oh, we just had the Liberty bodices and the woolly vests. I bet you can't buy a woolly vest now. She wore what? Oh, gosh. Did she have no bust? Because they didn't have any shape in them, did they? They were straight up and down. She must have been flat-chested, Linda. My mother wouldn't let me come out of mine until about May. And I'm going, I'm too hot. Neck cast a clout till May be out. Yeah, you had to wear your winter clothes till the end of May. You can't cast a clout. That means you can't take your clothes off till May. You'd be sweltering. She was a weird shit. She must have been to wear a Liberty bodice in her 70s. She must have been like an ironing board. No chest. Hmm. Man, I could do with more the stays now. She used to call her corsets a stays. Can't do anything without my stays on. Is that a thunder or a plane? I think it's an aeroplane. It just sounded like thunder. A Liberty bodice. It was like a camisole thing with buttons down the rubber buttons down the front, and it was in thick sort of flannel material, and you put it on in the winter to keep your chest warm. Very old fashioned. I mean, why they were called Liberty bodices, is anything liberating about it at all? They're meant to keep children's chests warm. I think it was mostly girls that wore them, not the boys. Maybe the boys were considered to be hale and hearty without having to wear. Just if you Google a Liberty bodice, it'll show you. Yeah, mine had rubber buttons down the front. Yeah, you weren't supposed to take anything wintry off until the month of May be out. Till May be out. Till the May. In other words, you had to keep them on till June. Yeah. And May sometimes was quite warm, and he wanted to take your Liberty bodice off. My mum was, no, can't cast a clout. That means your clothes can't cast a clout till May be out. The old-fashioned sayings, they don't have them now anymore. Yeah, it wasn't a corset. It wasn't that rigid. It was just like fleecy on one side and knitted on the other, like a very thick kind of, I don't know what material you'd call it. It was cotton, I think. Because it didn't hold you in. It wasn't, yeah, a stays is a corset, yeah. My mum's stays. I don't know why she called them stays. And they had bones in them, whale bones. They weren't like the corsets like you need, like waspy waisted, fancy dancy corsets. These were like great big grandma corsets. Why my mother wore them, I do not know, because she wasn't fat at all. But women just did. They just wore corsets. Liberty bodice. If you Google it, I'm sure it'll show it to you. Yeah, Liberty bodice. No, it's for children. Bodice, not bodies, bodice. Bodices, I think. Bodices. It's like when you read these romantic novels when they call them bodice rippers, don't they? Like these set in the other days. Cast a clout, it means take your clothes off. A clout is clothes. You can't cast a clout. You can't take anything off, like your vest, your Liberty bodice. You're not supposed to strip off until May comes. It's an old-fashioned saying. But my mum was old-fashioned. She was brought up on a farm with 16 kids. and they were very, very insular. You know, they didn't have a lot of friends because they were supposed to play with each other and not have any friends outside the family. Whale bones. They're not made of whalebone. They were metal usually, like a wire. And they held you upright like that. Well, I could do with them now. Keep me back straight. Could do with a corset. I don't mean one of them sexy kind of corsets, you know. The ones that they wear with a waspy waist. Not one of them. This was just like white fabric with whale bones down it, and it had suspenders on the end. Not suspenders like men wear. We call them braces. It had suspenders to hold your stockings. Yeah. Hi, Enid. A thermal vest. I think they took the place of woolly vest, didn't they? We've had a bit of rain here, but not an awful lot. I'm just dreading it all. The weather's stopping. I love this weather. Everybody keeps moaning. I wish you'd all shut up. I'm loving it. I've still got back pain, but it's a heck of a lot less when the weather's warm. Once it starts with raining, my back will scream at me. So I don't like it for that reason. That's one reason. Live by the seaside, they said. It'll be fun, they said. It's blowing windy and cold, living by the sea. It's nice in the summer, not nice in the winter. Yeah, that's probably why they go to Florida, yeah. I watched one lady, she calls Seta. She moved up to, I think it's Canada from somewhere warm, and I'm like, why? Why would you move to Alaska or something when you're living somewhere warm? Go back to Florida, love. Yeah, I used to follow another lady, but she doesn't make videos anymore, that lived in Alaska. She had snow about nearly all year. I'm like, no, not for me. Oh, I know, yeah, when it's all daylight, it doesn't go dark, does it? Or then it goes dark and it never comes light. It's like that. Is it Finland or Sweden or somewhere like that? That has all that stuff as well. It's bad enough with us with the daylight hours. And they start putting the clocks forward and backward and mucking about with the time. You know, you start getting up in the dark and going to bed in the dark. I don't like that. I like it when it stays light until about 9 o'clock at night. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I think. Yeah, it must mess with your body clock if it goes dark and it's dark all the time. But then again, how can you go to sleep when it's daylight? You know, when the sun never goes, when it never goes dark, I mean, because your brain wouldn't compute its bedtime if it was still daylight, would it? Hi, Diane. You're watering your mum's flowers. I forgot to water mine Most of mine, it's like a dead graveyard in my backyard now. I've killed a lot of them, sadly, that I just bought. Maybe next year. You only forget to water them for a day and they die. We've got no Chris, have we? Just realised. There's no show without Chris. Oh, and my stomach's rolling. It's already hungry. It's had its tea. But it's hungry. Oh no, is he alright, Val? Did he trip or just overbalance? Hi, Jane. Yeah, I know I have that. Well, I don't have a problem with my legs. It's just my feet. That's why I walk slow. It's a funny sensation. You know you're standing on the floor because your feet are standing on the floor. But when you can't feel the floor, it's a bit awkward. Did he have his walker or was he being brave without it again? If he didn't have his walker, tell him Janet's shouting at him. He didn't. Tell him I've shouted at him for not having his walker, his wheeler, whatever you call it. He thinks he can do it and he can't. That'll be me next in a bit, having a walker, won't it? I nearly tripped over the end of the bed thing. Yeah, tell him we all shouted at him, yeah. You shouted at him and oh yeah, well we all shouted at him. I got my foot in the end of your bedspread drapes onto the floor. I got my foot in the corner of it. Luckily I caught myself. My bedroom's that crowded. I managed to hang on to something before I fell. I fell like that when I was at the other house. God, and I didn't have it, my leg and my foot. And everybody was in bed. Ian said afterwards, why didn't you shout me? I said, because you were all asleep in bed. I managed to get myself up in the end, but I was laying there dazed for quite a while. I used to be able to put my weight on my knees, but then after I had... Where's Chris? I haven't seen Chris. Have I missed him? No, I haven't got a roller. I have to have one when I'm outside, but a walker thing. But I don't have one in the house as yet. When my hip's bad, I'm better off with a... No, I've not seen Chris, no. Not yet, anyway. I'm better off with crutches, actually, when my hips are bad, rather than a rollator thingy-majig. But it's a bit hard to carry anything. Well, I've got a cage thing on the side of my bed because I fall out of bed. I lean over to do something like switch my alarm off and then I fall out of bed. So I've got a bed frame now. Getting old is fun. In my head, I'm still 21, you see. Still fit and active. The worst one was I fell in the dining room. And Trixie's jumping all over me because she thought it was a joke. I was laying on the floor. And my daughter-in-law came in and she said, "Did you mean to be down there?" I went, "No." I sat on the chair and the chair tipped. I've got a wheeler thing with a seat, that I use when I go to the shop. Otherwise, I fall over, which isn't a pretty sight. Make a fool of yourself falling over in the street. Yeah. People think you've had a few too many, and I don't mind, but I don't drink. Well, I do have a drink, but I mean I don't drink, if you know what I mean. I'm not teetotal. The doctor said to me, "How many units of alcohol do you drink in a week?" And I went, "None." I said, "Maybe one a month. Does that count?" I said, "I just don't drink anymore." Drink doesn't agree with me pills. Mind you, it said on the side of the box of the painkillers, if you drink alcohol, it accelerates the strength of your drug. So I thought, maybe I should have a drink. Maybe it would accelerate the strength of my painkiller then. Maybe it might work. Never thought about that. Maybe I should take to the bottle. Can you imagine me coming down here, "Oh, folks, I've just taken my painkiller and I've had a drink." I'll be going, "Hi, everybody." I was just saying, we were talking about something, I think, at Nicola. Can't remember when I last was drunk. Must be about 50 years ago since I ever last got drunk. And then, even then, I wasn't incapacitated. When I say I was drunk, I was like, I remember what I was doing. I've never been that drunk that I didn't know what I was doing. I don't think I've ever been that drunk, so I didn't know what I was doing. I just can't understand the thrill of that. Getting drunk until you fall over and you don't know what you're doing. I mean, I just don't. It's nice to get that nice feeling like I used to, when I'd had a couple of drinks. And you get a little bit happy and a little bit merry. That's a nice feeling. That's what I call being drunk, actually. But falling over drunk, I've never, when people lose chunks of their the evening because they don't remember what they were doing. Oh no, I'm too in control of myself for that. I would hate to think that I'd passed out and didn't know what was happening. I don't see the delight in that. And yet some people do it every weekend. Get drunk until they fall over. I don't mind a happy feeling. It tells you off when you have a drink. Having a drink's not bad. My gran used to have her eggnog or whatever she called it for her 11s. She used to have I know it sounds revolting, but she used to have a raw egg and milk beaten up with a drop of brandy. She used to call it a pick-me-up. She used to have that every day, and she lived till she was 90-something, so it didn't do her any harm, did it? I'm hungry. No, I've been happy drunk quite a few times, but I can't remember ever being so drunk I passed out, yeah. Oh, let me find something to eat. I'll have a hula hoop. I've got the hula hoops. You know, my lights still haven't come on. They mustn't have been sunny enough for them today. My fairy lights. But he only put them up this afternoon, and it wasn't that sunny, so we probably maybe have to get some sun before they come on. No, my little things on the wall are changing colour and going into a tiny little circle, but nothing much. They're supposed to go into a big circle, but they're going into a little one. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not teetotal. I do have a drink, but not so as you'd notice. If I'm going to the pub with a friend, not that I ever do, but if I go to the pub with a friend, I'll have a drink. But that's about it, really. I mean, normally, if I'm going out for a meal or anything, I'll have a Coca-Cola or something. I'm having a hula hoop. I'm not a wine lover. That's one thing I'm not. The only wine I like is really cheap, sweet, like Lambrusco or Lambrini or something. I don't like what people rave over, these connoisseurs, yeah. I don't like their wine. Even on my wedding day, I gave my champagne to my husband because of all the tea. Oh, thank you. Just one of my eBay specials. There was a thing on Instagram. This old dear, she was talking about wearing your good clothes and putting lipstick on even if you go into the... And she had my neck, not this one. She had my necklace on, the one I have with flowers. It's all wooden. She was wearing my necklace. I don't drink tea. My mother was a tea belly. Oh, God, she was terrible. She'd say, we're having a brew. I said, Mum, you just had one. She'd have laid under a teapot, my mother. All day long, tea, tea, tea. Oh, I'm parched. Could do with the tea. I have never been that parched. I need a tea. Has anybody tried that matcha? I've not tried it. It looks like drinking grass to me. Like drinking green grass. I don't want to order one in case I don't like it. If somebody else was having one, I'd have a teaspoon of it, you know, just to see if I liked it or not. My mum used to like a baby cham every now and again. She wasn't a drinker, my mum. And she used to like a sherry. Tiny little schooner glasses. They were little tiny things. And one of them, and she'd start arguing and saying the pictures on the wall were crooked. And she'd go, oh, I've gone all hot, yeah. Oh, I love hula. Only the plain ones. I accidentally bought the flavoured ones the other week. Oh. I don't like any tea. I don't know what there is about the taste of tea. I just don't like it. It makes me heave. Bubble tea. No, I don't know. That matcha stuff, it looks like green. Like a green milkshake, doesn't it? I don't know if it tastes of tea or what it does. I'd like to taste it, but not to buy any. My sound's low when I do an ordinary video, and yet I use this camera. Yeah, it's just that it's so expensive, Nathan, and you try it and you don't like it. Is it Z used to be drinking that bubble tea all the same? Tapioca, I think they are. Matcha, I don't know what matcha is. I know it's green. And somebody said it tastes a bit like grass. When we went on a juicing diet one time, my daughter-in-law used to put wheat germ in it. Ooh, that tasted like grass. Maybe that's what matcha is. I can drink green tea in a Chinese restaurant, but when you buy the green tea, I don't like it. Yeah, I think it's tapioca, the bubbles, yeah. I've not tried the jasmine green tea. I know I don't like most of the green teas that you buy in the supermarket. But yeah, I can drink green tea at the Chinese restaurant. The only tea I will drink under duress is licorice tea. And I can drink mint tea, but I'm not keen. Peppermint tea. I'm not keen, though. bought a big box once of all different teas, you know, like strawberry tea. I had high hopes I would find one that I liked, but I didn't. They taste like very, very weak cordial to me. I know Kelly used to have sleepy tea or whatever it was called. I don't know what that was, chamomile, I think. But she used to call it sleepy tea. She used to have one before she went to bed. My friend Sue, on the other hand, she used to like tea that you can practically stand the spoon up in. Builder's tea. Really, really strong tea she used to like. Bird and blend. So it's not bird seed. It's not your birthday yet. Perhaps she's going to surprise you. I just thought you'd gone quiet, Sean. When we go out with Kim for brunch, she always brings her own tea bags. And even if she asks for tea, she puts her own tea bag in as well. Oh, blimey. Is it a grass fire or a house on fire? Sorry, Jane, I just found that funny. There's been another house fire in Blackpool. I'm sure somebody's an arsonist. Things in Blackpool still going. It's just funny to think of you taking your teeth out to drink. Yeah, we got nutcases over here that set them off. Usually kids set fire to things, think it's funny. Must have been a bit of rain last night, because when I went out to my dustbin this morning, one of my dustbin lids is a bit concave, and there was a pool in my dustbin lid. So it must have rained a bit last night at the night. Not a lot though, because it didn't look wet anyway. That's when it should rain. Should rain overnight. And then be nice again in the morning. I wouldn't mind the rain then. Yeah, it could pour down overnight. And then when I get up in the morning, sunshine, yay! That's what I'd like. And I'm going to close the back door because it doesn't look like my lights are going to come on anytime soon. No, they're definitely not doing much. No, it's going about the size of a dinner plate, but that's about it. Not happening. Shut the door. I was hoping to see nice bright lights everywhere. My garden all lit up like the illuminations. But it ain't happening. Oh, my cherries are going a bit. Why is it fruit doesn't last 2 minutes? My cherries are going a bit funny. I had to rescue my strawberries the other day. They were going a bit furry. Fruit used to last a lot longer. Goodness knows what they do to it now. Right, that's me. Pepsi, is it Pepsi or Coke? No, it's Pepsi. That's me Pepsi-Cola. Pepsi! I could do with some peps. Some pep in my step. It can't rain tomorrow. I've got to block that shawl out. Right, what have we got in here? What have we got? What have we got to eat? No, I don't want an orange club. I'll have a Kit Kat. I had some cottage cheese today for my lunch. It was really watery. Why are dresses meant for people with no busts? It's supposed to go under my bust, that I'm sure, but it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it's been in the fridge. My strawberries were in the fridge, but they started going a bit whatnot. It don't last 2 minutes, does it, fruit? Got my Kit Kat. I still got no Chris. Where's Chris gone? Getting worried about him. Not like him to not come on. Are you still here, Morty Vicar? You're very, very quiet tonight. Mm-hmm. My stomach is growling. I can hear it. You can't hear it, fortunately. You just wax the hair a bit. I hope you meant your legs. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, when we were growing up and we were younger, we used to do all kinds of teenagey things, but nothing as destructive as what teenagers seem to be at the moment. Well, not all teenagers, just a certain section. Who think it's funny to be destructive. There's a lot in Fleetwood. They're like balaclava kids. Ride around on bikes causing trouble. And you're like, why? Why do they think it's amusing to cause havoc? You wonder about their mentality, don't you? Riding around smashing up bush shelters and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know about your generation, Sean, but my generation wouldn't have thought of doing anything like that. Smashing things up just for the fun of it. I fail to see how amusing it amuses them. I think hairy toes was too much of a description. We didn't need to know the hairy toe bit. Makes you sound like a werewolf. I used to have hairy toes when I was young and hairy fingers. Yeah, but you didn't go around smashing things, did you? There's a lot. I mean, I'm not saying all teenagers. I don't want to tar all teenagers with the same brush. There's still decent teenagers around, but there's a certain percentage of them that are just, the mentality of them, that they just want to be destructive. And I don't understand what kicks they get out of it by being so destructive. Oh, there's a lot of bullying going on as well. I mean, we used to do all sorts of things, but we never did anything destructive. Can't remember what we actually used to do, but I know we weren't destructive. But I think we had more deterrence when I was young, for certain. We were more scared, I think, of what our parents would say or what anybody would say. Whereas now, today, a lot of today's parents don't seem to care. You know, as long as the kids are out there, they don't care where they go and what they do. I mean, I was always acutely aware of where mine were. My son was, I mean, yeah. Yeah, we didn't cause. Yeah. I mean, we did things that probably seem very, very tame. No, the police don't do anything much at all. There's no deterrent. I mean, we used to get told off just for standing on the street corner like in a group. You're up to no good. I mean, we were not doing anything. We were just laughing and talking. But because we were in a gaggle, you know, they broke us up, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, is the kids have got the upper hand, haven't they? And that's the trouble. There's no deterrent. There's nobody to stop them and say, you know, hang on a minute, kids, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that. Like you say, now you probably got stabbed or something. I mean, we wouldn't have. The only time we had a pen knife, it was a pen knife and not a knife. You know, you had a pen knife so you could cut your apples up or do something. You didn't have a knife to go out and stab anybody. But now you're frightened they were going around with a penknife in your pocket, aren't you? You know, in case you get accused of having an offensive weapon. Yeah, that's what they should do, but they don't do it, Val, do they? That's the trouble. And the parents were strict to. I mean, if my son had done anything, I'd have blooming had his hide, you know. Well, there's too many parents that just seem to think it's just normal. Whatever. Oh, he's just being silly. Or, oh, he's this. Stop making excuses for your kids. I remember once Ariane had invited this kid into the house, and I'd put my window cleaning money on the top of the unit ready for when he came. When I came to look, it was gone. So I knew how much it was. So I said to this little kid, have you had that money off there? And he went, no. I said, turn out your pockets. And he had the money in his pocket, the same amount as I'd put there. And I went down and told his mum, but I made the mistake of saying how much it was he'd put in his pocket. And she said, oh, that's what I gave him this morning. That's the same amount I gave him this morning. And I thought, you sticking up for your kid who's just thieved out my house. I tell you, she went down in my estimation after that. Yeah, she stuck up for a kid who thieved the money off the sideboard. I tell you, that little boy didn't come in my house again. I told Harry he couldn't play with him anymore. Oh, but I want to go and play with him. I said, no, you don't. I said, he stole money off your mummy. I'm sorry to laugh, but when people say they're on the spectrum, there used to be a, don't think Nathan will remember, there used to be the very first computer, like gaming thing was called a spectrum. So when people say they're on the spectrum, I always think they're playing on the keyboard. Oh, I mean, yeah, my son had done anything illegal, I'd have told on him as well. You've got to be firm with them. I mean, they've got to have morals and limits. And as I said, there's too many parents these days who don't seem to have any limits. I wish you could see the colours in this because it looks all the same colour. Yeah, I stood up for mine when he was being bullied by a girl at school, but he wouldn't hit the girl back because he was always told not to hit the girl. And she was bullying the hell out of him. And school wouldn't do anything about it, so I did. She was a little so-and-so. I often wonder if she grew up to be as nasty as she was when she was at school. I told Harry, and I said, just whack her back. He said, I can't, she's a girl. I said, she's tormenting the hell out of you. She pulled his hair out like that, pulled the scalp with it. She pulled, and then she broke two of his fingers. Little sod. Anyway, I told one of my friends and her son, who was much older, had words with this girl. She didn't do it again. He threatened her. I know it was probably bullying, but still, you have to give them a touch of their own medicine, don't you? She thought she was cock of the walk, you know what I mean? Thought it was funny. She didn't just bully my son, she bullied a lot of people as well. She was just a crass bully. But it amused me when the teachers wouldn't. Oh, we know what she's like, the head teacher said to me. I said, if you know what she's like, we'll do something. Oh, well, her parents don't bother. We've had her parents in. They don't bother. They don't do anything about it. So well, you do something about it. And no, we can't. I often wonder what she turned out like. Because she didn't bully my son again. She might have bullied other people, but she left him alone. I don't know why people are bullies. I know my niece, when she was head teacher at a school, she's not at the same school now. She had to expel this kid. He was only like 6 or something. Oh, and the mother went to the papers. It was plastered all over the papers about how good her little boy was and all that. He looked like a little hoodlum in the picture. He's like smirking behind her in this picture. He was a so-and-so. He'd kicked, spit, bullied every child in the school. I mean, he'd had that many warnings and she finished up having to expel him. I mean, he was only about 6, but he was just out of control completely. But his mother went to the papers. Oh, not my little boy. He never does anything wrong. And I'm like, you're looking at his face, you could tell. He was smirking behind her like, I got away with that, didn't I? Yeah, he was kicking the teachers and spitting at them, bullying all the kids in the class. He was a horror. I don't know which nation decided it. It's Granny Square crocheting in public day, actually. The only one who did anything in public was Linda. She crocheted Granny Squares at bingo. No, they just set my teeth on end, some kids. And yet there's other kids who just the opposite, isn't there? And yet everybody gets a bad name because of a certain section of the population. And I'm sure that, half of the kids can't be that bad. But everybody remembers the bad ones, don't they? Yeah, it must be difficult to deal with a meltdown, yeah. But that's one thing. Meltdown is one thing, isn't there? But being naughty is another. No, I got this girl on one side. I threatened her with everything under the sun. And she goes, I'm going to tell over you. I said, well, go on then. I said, who are they going to believe, you or me? I said, I'm a grown-up. You're not. I was bullying her. It was the only way to stop her. I said, just don't turn around, mate. I'm behind you. I'm going to tell my mum. I said, tell her what you want. I'll deny it. I'm the grown-up here. Yeah, we discuss all kinds of things, whether they're cheerful or they're not, yeah. As long as we don't get onto politics, because then we all go a bit weird. We usually don't talk about politics. 2, 4. Because everybody's got different opinions. I don't like politics anyway. I'm an ostrich. I put my head in the sand. Wish they'd all go away because they're all twits. A lot of them. I don't know American politics, so you're quite safe with me. That's why we don't do politics. I try to keep away from them. Yeah, that Larry the cat He's the only sane one that's in Downing Street. I won't criticise anybody's politics because ours isn't that clever, so. Larry is the cat that lives in 10 Downing Street. He's outlived a lot of different prime ministers because he still keeps living there. Whoever's in charge, if you know what I mean, he's the cat. He's very well known as Larry. Yeah, he walks up and down Downing Street like he owns the place. He's getting on a bit now. Like God forbid that he passes away. But everybody knows Larry. He's more famous than any prime minister that's ever been at number 10. Everybody wants to see Larry. I think he's been through about 4 or 5 prime ministers now, hasn't he? Oh, I don't, like I say, understand. They promise you the world, and when they get into power, they forget. It's 7 prime ministers, is it? Yeah. I know he's been through a few, hasn't he? How many prime ministers? We've had quite a lot lately. Yeah, that's what Sean said. 7 he's had. My, that woman wasn't there long, was she? Oh, hello. Thank you. Thank you for my thumbs up. Even though I nearly wasn't here. How old is Larry? I don't know. He's getting on a bit, isn't he, for a cat? He's not exactly a young chicken anymore. I dread anything happening to him. If he disappears for a few weeks, everybody's going, oh, where's Larry? He hasn't passed away, has he? Because he's getting quite old. Larry's 19, yeah. He must be getting on, yeah. Yeah, being a very old building, 10 Downing Street, it had a load of mice. So they needed an official mouser. 8 PMs in 10 years. Well, he must be at least 10 then. My cat was about 14, I think. But he got meningitis and it went to his brain. He's a rescue cat. Well, landed in the lap of luxury, didn't he? I bet he's not on kibble. No, mine got meningitis. He had more than 9 lives, though, my cat. He had about 20. He did very well. And the other cat, Ollie, he was only about 10, I think, 10 or 11. But he had thyroid trouble. But my other cats, when I was younger, they used to get run over because I lived on a main road. Andy Burnham's the Prime Minister. I had to think then. He's only just started, hasn't he? Yeah, Andy Burnham. At the minute. However long he may last. We kind of go through them quite quickly. I really don't know. He's not been there that long, so we haven't had time to have a go at him yet, to like him or not. He hasn't come up with anything yet. He's just been in a few weeks. Yeah, he's not ruffled any feathers yet, has he? I don't think. They all start off all right, and then they tail off, don't they? With the tin pot ideas. They're probably the same in America. Is he a looker? No, he's all right, I suppose. Average. He's not a film star. He's not ugly, but yeah, give him time to. He put his foot wrong somewhere, won't he? They all do. They all come into power. They're going to do this, that, and the other, and none of them ever do. Yeah, I say we don't know yet, do we? He's not been there that long, Nathan. They all come in saying they're going to do this, or we're going to do that. And then as soon as they get into power, yeah, he's got a wife, I think, yeah. Yeah, they tell all kind of lies, don't they, to get into power. Then as soon as they get into power, they say they never said it. I mean, they forget, don't they, that everything's sort of down on video these days, so they can't really deny it, but they do. I mean, in the good old days, it was all hearsay, wasn't it? It was never, documented. Oh God, who was she? I've forgotten about her. She was only there about 5 minutes, wasn't she? Yeah, they do it. I mean, it's the same all over the world. I'm not just talking about our lot. I thought that was Trudeau's wife, as you call somebody in Canada. They always having a go at her. What she looks like in her frock. Saying she's got big feet and things like that. Honest to God, why don't they leave people alone? Liz Truss was briefly the Prime Minister for about a few days. You can be excused for not knowing who she was. I'd forgotten about her as well. And I just wish that when they say they're going to do this, that, and the other, that they actually did it, but they never do. They're all as bad as each other. That's why I'm not political. I don't stick up for one party or the other because they're all the damn same. All in it for themselves. But what tickles me is, oh, we never said that. Yeah, you did. It's on video. We can play it back to you if you like. Oh, no. Well, I must have meant something else. Yeah, right. You said anything to get in. And then you conveniently forgot all about it as soon as you got in power. I mean, it's the same the world over, not just our prime ministers. They get in power, it goes to their head. Think they're God. Yeah, people said to me, what do you think of so-and-so? What do you think of such a thing? I thought, don't think at all. They're all fake. There's not one of them that could tell the truth if it hit them. Tra-la-la. My toes gone to sleep. Yeah. Bin face. Who is Bin face? Oh, of course they're going to do that, Nathan. We're all a nuisance. They just want us all to die off and then they don't have to pay us any money. Bin face was somebody who stood for in an election. I don't know who he was, or did he dress up in a bin or what, Sean? Was it a bit like the Monster Raving Loony Party? Screaming Lord Such? He was good, wasn't he? Every year he used to stand in to lose his deposit. I'm never quite sure what the Monster Raving Loony Party was all about. Oh, we're all crackers over here. Oh, he had a bin over his head. See, that's why he was being faced. I thought he meant he looked like a bin. Did anybody know who he actually was, or was he just bin face? He must have had to put his name on the ballot sheet. Yeah. We have got a different sense of humour than Americans. Americans don't understand our humour most of the time. But then again, we don't understand your humour most of the time. Yeah? We speak a different language, even though we're supposed to speak the same one. Yeah, we're very self-deprecating, we are, yeah. Yeah, a garbage can on his head, apparently. I thought it was a bit like Boaty McBoatface. When we had to choose what to name a boat, and everybody voted for Boaty McBoatface. But they didn't call it that, did they, in the end? That's the first time I've seen him. Val just sent me a picture of bin face. I've never seen him before. Count bin face. There's a person at my front door. I don't know who that was unless it was next door. It's next door. What's he got on his head? He's got a big red sun hat on his head. Man, he is bald, so. But there wasn't much sun today. Monty Python, yeah. My son was an avid Monty Python. I think Red Dwarf a bit, but it was mostly Monty Python. Da 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 da. We never missed one. At the moment, I wouldn't like to say which is the best show at the moment. Most of our best shows. Yeah, the parrot joke, yeah. He's not dead, he's sleeping. Yeah, it's difficult to say which show at the moment because I don't rate many of them at the minute. Yeah, he's banging the parrot up and down. He is not sleeping, this parrot is dead. You sold me a dead parrot. I can't think of anything that makes me laugh at the moment. This parrot is deceased. I liked in the film. He is not Jesus, he is just a very naughty boy. Yeah, the older stuff is the funniest. The classic stuff. I don't think, the British comedies at the moment are much good. That's a weird one at the moment, that one with a robot. I haven't watched it, I've just watched pieces of it on Facebook. Yeah, Brian, his name was Brian. Oh, Kath and Kim, yeah, they're Australian, aren't they? That's an old one. I used to watch them ages ago. No, it was their sense of humour. It was Life of Brian. It was supposed to be a skit on the life of Jesus. But it was called The Life of Brian. Yeah, it's very Australian, isn't it, Kath and Kim? No, well, this film wasn't religious at all. It was definitely a lot of people didn't like it because it wasn't reverential or whatever you want to call it. But it was one of those box office favourites. Now, I didn't like that. I didn't like the young ones. That's one I didn't like. Reverential is being religious, I suppose. Yeah, feels. I didn't like Bottom either. YouTube unsubscribed you from. Look, YouTube unsubscribed you from a lot of things if you don't watch out. I think to myself sometimes, oh, I haven't seen a video from so and so lately. And then I find out that I've been unsubscribed and I haven't done it. I don't know why they do it. Bottom was a comedy. I didn't watch it, so I can't tell you much about it. You have to ask Sean. Only Fools and Horses was a programme um, with David Jason in it. He was like a bit of a spiv or whatever you want to call it. You know, he used to do a lot of buying and selling. It was a comedy, a very famous comedy in Britain. If you Google it, you'll find a lot of excerpts from it. The Young Ones was the same. It was a comedy series. We're going back a bit. They're not current. They're from what would you say, Nathan, 80s? But modern ones at the moment are nothing that I really like, yeah. I mean, at the moment, I don't know whether it's a lack of money or lack of talent or what the earth it is, but I can't think of anything at the minute that's comedic that I watch or like. Yeah, everything's too PC. It's not funny anymore, is it? You can't say anything you want to. What did they do in which show? It's difficult to describe. There's like what we call sitcoms, yeah? The sitcoms, they're just comedic. They're not about anything in particular. You'd really have to Google them and find out which ones that you like, yeah? But they're all well, not elderly. They're all 80s and 90s. Modern ones, there's nothing that I like really. Yeah. Oh, last of the summer wine. Now you're being served. Yeah. But they were sort of. I mean, last of the summer wine. I wouldn't say it was comedic. Yeah, but it was more true life, wasn't it? Really, just funny true life. Yeah. They're just sitcoms, aren't they? Really. I mean, I can remember like watching things and you have a really good belly laugh at them, you know. It's, you can't really sit and belly laugh at anything at the moment. I mean, today's modern comedians, I don't even find them funny. No, they don't make many sitcoms now. They probably cost too much. And like you say, they can't say what they used to say. I mean, like Alf Garnett and that, I mean, he couldn't say any of that now. What he used to get away with, yeah. Wines, what? Wines in the. Well, he's not been doing them for ages, has he now? Last of the summer wine, there isn't a wine, it's just called Last of the Summer Wine. There is no wine. That's just the title of it. It's about three old men and what that think they're teenagers kind of thing, and what they get up to. It's set in Yorkshire. And they do some like harebrained things that like kids would do, like riding down the hill on a on a bogey and things, yeah. Yeah, the Vicar of Dibley, Heidi High. They were all great programmes that, and there's nothing like them now. Yeah, keeping up appearances, yeah. There's just nothing now. I mean, the royal family, yeah. I don't mean the royal family like the king and the queen. I mean, there were so many that were so funny. I can't remember when I've last watched anything with a belly laugh, except a vintage programme, yeah. Yeah, Ab Fab, yeah. We did have so many good shows, yeah. But like we're saying that we don't know any now. Well, my niece just sent me a thumbs up. I don't know why. Yeah, they're usually not documentary type things, but yeah, they are more thrillers, aren't they? Rather than humour. You know, they concentrate on things like, I don't know, like Downton Abbey and stuff like that. And crime series they seem to concentrate on now rather than humour. I think most of the older ones you could watch with the granddaughter. Oh, game shows and reality shows. Yeah, only fools and horses, yeah. Crime-based shows. And I can't stand these reality shows. You know, Love Island and all that rubbish. Married at First Sight and stuff like that. It's just a load of rubbish. I can't think of anything I watch now. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Find me a celebrity in there. Yeah, there's lots of period drama and I've gone off it. I watched a few of Downton Abbey, then I went off it. Well, yeah, I watched the Narrowboaters, yeah, I watched them. I watch YouTube more than anything else now. Because there's nothing much on the telly to watch. I just prefer, the older things on YouTube. Yeah, well, a lot of them wouldn't be aired anymore. A lot of them was kind of a little bit racist, although they were of the time, like Rising Damp and things like that, or Alf Garnett. You can't get away with saying anything of that now. Oh. Yeah, things like open all hours and even Are You Being Served, probably a 10-year-old could watch. Dad's Army, but then it would be over her head because, she's too young to think about the army. Yeah, I don't think any Only Fools and Horses has got bad language, yeah? Who remembers Citizen Smith? Power to the people. Or Jeffrey Bubbles Bonbon. George and Mildred. Power to the People was Citizen Smith. Oh yeah, Bread was funny, wasn't it? Jeffrey Bubbles Bonbon it was. That's what she used to call him. The Citizen Smith. He used to say, Power to the People. I don't know whether he's supposed to be like Che Guevara or what. He used to wear that beret, didn't he? These are all English ones. They probably go right over your head, Goth Girl. Yeah, I used to watch Bread. Never missed an episode. Yeah, a lot of them she probably can't watch, can she? A lot of them are British humour anyway. She may not find them funny like we do. What funny ha ha, funny peculiar. That's what we used to say when somebody used to say, oh, you're only funny. We say funny ha ha, or funny peculiar. Bit of both on here, aren't we? We're all a bit funny peculiar. Yep, it's time for bed when I finish this row. I've only used about 2/3 of this skein, so it's going to go quite a far. I think I'm going to get a virus shawl out of these two balls. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh gosh, yeah. Well, we are funny, aren't we? Come on, we're all funny peculiar on here. Funny in a weird sort of way. I like being weird anyway. Who wants to be normal? Not I. Must be very boring being normal. Yeah, we're a bit nutty. You've got to find humour in life because life is too rubbish. If you get all serious and start thinking about what's going on in the world, it's depressing. You've got to be a bit strange, haven't you, to even survive these days? Can't say this, can't say that. Offending this person, offending that person. Good. Yeah, Jane, anybody who takes the teeth out to drink your tea. At least you're not like my mum. She used to clean her teeth with scouring powder and then stick them in bleach. I said, how can you put them in your mouth when you've had them stuck in bleach? Well, you get used to it, she said. I wouldn't want to put them in my mouth that would be soaking overnight in bleach. She said Steradent didn't shift the stains. Talking about false teeth here, in case you... Well, I've done quite a bit tonight. I've got a fluff in my mouth. That's the trouble with crocheting with wool with fluff on it. Yeah, I wish me luck as I sell some things on eBay. Yeah, I mean, I used to use scouring powder, that stuff you clean the drains with. Well, anyway, much better than what they try to sell you these days. These spray cleaners and that, you might as well just spray clean it with washing up liquid for all the good it is. Right, that's how much I've done. You can't see the shading in it, can you? It shades from green to blue. Oh, you can a little bit. It's very subtle shading, green to blue. But you can see it better in, ordinary. I haven't used all of the ball. Oh, I've used about that much of the ball. These are courtesy of Val. She's made them for me. The yarn bowls, much better than them ceramic things that you pay a fortune for. British time, it is midnight. That's when I go off. I call it the witching hour. I come on at 9 British time and I go off at 12. And I call it the witching hour. In between, I do sometimes do videos, although people complain that they can't hear me, and yet I'm using the same equipment. But when I do the ordinary videos, apparently the sound's very low. But nothing much I can do with that, because when I try to use my camera, it's got no sound at all. I wonder where Chris is tonight. I hope he's all right. Oh, very strange. It's not like Chris, is it? Not to be on at all. Just hope he's not sick or anything, yeah. Yeah, I'm all right when I'm on my live. It's when I do my videos and I'm on the same equipment here, and yet I'm very low in the sound. Yeah, people say, oh, we have to keep turning you up. I don't know why. Weird. Like I say, I've got no sound at all on my camera. Not this camera, my camera. The one people say to me, oh, we don't see you in the lounge. We don't see you out and about. We don't see... The camera doesn't work. And when I use my phone, it won't upload. Oh, yeah. I think it depends on what they're watching it on. If they're watching it on a phone or watching it on a iPad thing, I think that's why it's so quiet, yeah. But my phone, I only get little strips or that way, I don't get like full screen. And then I can't upload from my phone to YouTube. Don't ask me why I can't upload it. Can't upload it, yeah. Right, good night, everybody, and all the newbies who've been on tonight. Thank you very much for coming. And I think Morty Vic has disappeared, so I don't know where he's gone. In America, it's very, very difficult, yeah. Because it's all the tariffs and the post. I mean, I was watching a lady the other day and she said it would cost her £30 to post something to America. And then you've got the tariffs at the other end and everything like that. So I always say, no, I can't post to America anymore. Although my friend was saying today that on eBay, there's a scheme where you can put it on and then you send it to an address and then they send it to America. But that means whoever's buying it in America has to pay all these fees to whoever it is who's sending them. So I don't know. I just say no. Just say no. That used to be, what do you call it, that, didn't it? A video? Not a video. An advert. Can't remember what it was. Oh, just say no to drugs, I think it was. Just say no, yeah. Right, nighty-night, everybody. Yes, see, I'm married to me arthritis because my fingers won't bend. So thank you all for keeping me company. And nice to see all the newbies. And we will speak very, very soon. So bye for now. Oh, you're there, Morty Vigor. Oh dear, you've not felt well. Well, hopefully you will feel better very soon. Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain tonight, but I'm not going on about it. So bye for now. Bye now.